Good morning, guys. Hope you've not missed me too much. It's Si. I'm back, and welcome to today's. Let me turn that down because soccer ends a bit loud. Welcome to today's Premier League preview and betting blog for this weekend. So let's crack on with the Premier League fixtures this weekend. So I'm so glad the Premier League's back. As you guys know, I work in football. I've been trolling halfway around the world these last few weeks doing these international games. So I'm so glad to be back in England and just back to Premier League. And the Arsenal are back as well. But let's crack on with the other stuff. Today's early kick-off, dinner time, Liverpool Spuds. Massive game, that one. My shout for that would definitely be both teams to score and over 2.5, or Liverpool to win and both teams to score. I can only see goals in that game and Liverpool getting more than Spurs, but who knows. But that'd be my shout anyway. Maybe Liverpool 2-1, 3-1. That's the early kick-off, the 3 o'clocks. Let's get through them. Bournemouth Leicester. It's a tricky little battle, this one. I think Bournemouth are a bit better than people thought this year. And I think they'll give Leicester a good game at home. So for me, it's a both teams to score. I'm not sure where the result will go, but I could definitely see them both getting on the score sheet. And if I had to side, maybe Bournemouth or draw. I don't see them getting beat, but there you go, that's that one. Chelsea-Cardiff, probably the most one-sided game of the day for me. I don't see Cardiff getting anything out of this, as I've told you guys every week. They're the whipping boys for me with Huddersfield. I think they're both going to really struggle. Cardiff have done a bit more than I thought they would, but they still look like they're trying, but it's just that they just don't have that killer bit of quality. So Chelsea and both teams not to score for me. I see Chelsea winning this 2 or 3-0. Huddersfield Palace, possibly the dullest sounding game of the day, and a big game for both of these because they're both struggling, and I can imagine they both expect to take 3 points today, or think they'll fancy getting 3 points. Palace, they've got to pull it out the bag this weekend for me. They're a decent little side. It's just not happening for them, is it? Benteke up front, he can't hit a cow's arse with a banjo at the minute, can he? And they're suffering as a consequence. Last week Zaha missing. They're not the same team, are they? So I'll go under 2.5 goals in this one, or maybe Palace or draw. It's a real tricky one. I just don't know with that. Next one, City Fulham. You're going to have to say the obvious, aren't you, that City will win. The tricky one for me is, will Fulham score or not? They disappointed me the first few games of the season because I thought they'd be better, but they're looking better week by week. Obviously, they made so many signings, they had to integrate, so it was going to take a little while. They looked like they were getting there a bit more last week, so City and both teams to score for me, I think. Next one, the big game for us today, for many of us Gooners, Arsenal, Newcastle. I'm worried, guys. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. I've been underwhelmed by us this year. I thought we'd be better. Newcastle are going to score, in my opinion. I think we're going to struggle today. I'd like to see us win 4-0, but the lineups he's been putting out, I've not agreed with particularly, and I think that'll probably be the case today. So I'm a bit downbeat, to be honest, before it happens. Just looking forward to watching the game and seeing us back, and hopefully we'll take 3 points. But maybe Arsenal and both teams to score, or just both teams to score. I see Newcastle getting one. I think we've looked pretty shaky at the back. That's that one. Then we get to the later kick-off, the tea timer, Watford United. Big game, this one. And I see Watford getting something out of it. I told you guys week 1 that Watford would be the surprise package this year, and look how they've started. Obviously they'll start to wane a bit at some point, and I don't expect them to win the league or be a competitor, but they'll be a lot better than people thought. So I see them getting something out of this today. So I'd go Watford or draw. And that's it for the Saturday Premier League games, guys. Sunday, early kick-off, the half-oner, Wolves Burnley. Burnley, I thought, would struggle this year because of the Europa stuff. It's over now, so maybe they'll start getting better in the league. But I think Wolves might have that bit more of a threat. If it was Burnley at home, I'd fancy Burnley a bit more. But being away, I'd go Wolves or draw, or Wolves to win in that one. And then the last Premier League game of the weekend, Everton versus West Ham at 4 o'clock up tomorrow. That's a real tricky one again. Both have the quality but aren't really laying it down at the minute. So I'll go for both teams to score in that, or Everton or draw. I fancy Everton to string it together tomorrow more than I do West Ham, to be honest. They've looked a little bit more all over the place. So yeah, Everton or draw, or both teams to score in that one. So that's it for my Premier League preview, guys. My football shouts for this weekend, I've been putting together a little bet. So my football shouts would be Chelsea and both teams not to score at 4-6. Brentford to win at 4-5. Derby to win at 23-20. Hearts to win at 6-4, and Ayr to win at 4-5. Pays about 30-1, that fivefold. My £2.5, my usual £2.5 nicker will be going on that today. I've done another little acca that's football and horses, guys. I'm not going to list all of that, but it'll be below this post on my Twitter. I'll put up all the bets that I put on, so if you're not catching my mankness, and it's a bit early for understanding me and it sounds like French this morning, that'll all be there for you to get involved in. 3 horses for today, because I know a lot of you guys like my horse shouts, but I've not been following it as much as you guys know. I'm a massive horse nut, but I've just not had time to keep up to date with it all of late. But 3.35 at Doncaster, Larty Dar, about a 7-4, 2-1 shot. It's got to go well for me. I'm not saying he'll definitely win, but it's got to be going very close for me if he's upholds his recent form. 3.45 at Bath, VJ Day. Another one be about a 5-2 shot. It's got to have his in good form. It's got to have a really solid shot for me today. And then a bit of a leap for me in the 3.50 at Leopardstown. The 3.50 at Leopardstown, Saracen Night, be about a 5-1 shot. It's a big field, it's a very competitive race, but this horse impressed me last time out, and I think at 5-1 you're getting paid, it's a bit of an each way bet to nothing, so they'd be my 3 singles for today on the GGs, guys. That's my betting preview over for this weekend. I'll have a special NBA one, NFL one for tomorrow, guys, because I know a lot of you guys love my NFL shouts, and you guys know I love the NFL. So I'll be doing one of them every single Sunday for the 6 o'clock kickoffs. And then obviously me, Si, and Mr. Touchdown Tips, our treble. I told you about it last weekend, guys. We were in shit hot form. First one of the season. 6-1 shot straight in the bag. Lovely treble, never in doubt. And let's keep this ball rolling. We had 100%, over 100% ROI last year, and I don't see that changing this year. And we could have been better last year. We were very unlucky not to hit. I mean, I think I only got one wrong out of 20 odd shouts last year. And we always look for decent prices as well. We don't tend to go less than 1 to 2 on. So, big things going on at the minute, guys. And I will have a gunner talk for you tomorrow for you guys that are interested. I'll be back with that either to tonight or tomorrow morning. Hope you've not missed me too much, guys. Hope you're glad to see my little face back on the camera. Love you guys and miss you guys. Let's get the ball rolling today. Let's get some money in the old coffers. Treat the missus to something nice later on with our little £2.50 win goes in. Take care, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're glad to see me back. And let's get the ball rolling. Take it easy, guys. Si signing out. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get 3 points on the board. Let's get chasing that Man City side. Come on.